One Caribbean Network. I am Tap, and I'm an on-camera personality, vlogger, social media badass, opinionated ass woman that's one half Bahamian and one half Jamaican. Let's talk. I consider myself a creative all the way. I do my blogging thing. I come up with creative sketches. I can write. I can produce if I have to. I can sing. I'm just a creative. Like, the creativity it's oozing out of me. I was born this way. TAP stands for totally awesome person. I'm kidding, I'm not that narcissistic. I didn't choose the name TAP. The name TAP chose me. It actually stands for the initials for my government name. They actually started calling me that in high school and it just kind of stuck. So that's TAP. A typical day for me is basically what I'm doing right now, being here in my room, recording tons of content for my blog and social media platforms. I've been a full-time blogger and social media personality for a year now. Like, yes, I actually quit my 9-to-5 job that I flicking hated, and I decided to be full-time me, full-time creative. So a typical day, I would wake up probably around 10 or 11, which may be later for a lot of people, but it's usually because I'm up until 4 a.m. in the morning, answering a lot of emails. I don't send the emails at that time, but I schedule a lot of emails late at night. I work on a lot of proposals, a lot of documents. A lot of it, people think it's just like, oh, you do videos, you have fun, but a lot of it is a lot of background work, having to send emails, having to set up meetings, having to try get sponsors for certain videos that I want to do or certain projects that I want to do. I'm planning about 2 events now too, so it's a lot of calling and following up and writing emails and doing all that boring stuff. But also I record a lot in the day as well too, and late at night. Actually, I've been known to record quite late. I record content from my channel. I have at least 3 videos a week up there on my channel, from my opinionated ass videos where I do commentary about anything that interests me. That could be pop culture, that could be a guy that I went on a date with. I also do full-time me videos where I talk about my journey being a full-time creative. I do tingsy review videos where I review tings, new tings, because I like tings. I'm constantly producing content every day, coming up with ideas, working with my business manager, trying to get, more partnerships and ambassadorships. So that's what a typical day for me is like. I'm usually up very till 4 a.m. in the morning, and then I'll sleep and wake up around 10, 11, and I'll repeat the same thing. What I love most about the Caribbean, oh God, where do I begin? Honestly, I would not choose to be from any other region or to have any other background. Caribbean people, oh my God, we're just so full of life and color and spice. I love that we're a melting pot of, we have our African ancestry, but also so many other parts, British, Indian, Asian, we are truly a melting pot, and I love that. I love our culture, the music that we make, the dance moves that the world tries to copy. Anyway, the food though, can't forget the food. I love our food. When I travel abroad, and I lived in New York for a year, the food is what I always miss. I'm sorry, no one can season food like Caribbean people. Everyone else is canceled. But I just love how vibrant we are and how resilient we are as a people. Especially in recent times, a lot of the countries have been affected really badly by climate change and hurricanes, but you know what? Go through a lot, but we come back every time. And I think a lot of the world kind of underestimates us, and they have a stereotype of, the little island people with their beaches and the weed, but it's like, we have so much to offer this world, and we have impacted this world so much, especially in my field, in the creative field. When you look at people like Marcus Garvey, when you look at people like Bob Marley, when you look at people like Usain Bolt and Rihanna, and even going back to the originators of hip-hop, Caribbean influence all the way. We are very talented people. I just love being from here. The culture, the way we make everything funny and vibrant, and every time we enter a room, you know when you travel to foreign or to the States, you could tell when another Caribbean person come in the room. You just have that, you just know. And we get excited to see each other. So I love that. What I love most about what I do is that I just have the freedom to be me. What I do, to me, it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like breathing. Just as I'm sitting here now, I'm breathing in and out without even thinking about it. Me being a creative, that's what it feels like. I'm just being me. So to have that finally be free and to not have a 9 to 5, I just feel like I'm being me. Like, this is who I've always been and who I've always wanted to be, and I just love that I'm being me. It doesn't feel like work. What I like least about the Caribbean is the fact that I think a lot of times we can be very segregated. I mean, obviously we all have our different, unique, individual cultures, but I feel like we need to realize that there's more that we have in common than that makes us different, and we need to have each other's back more. And I feel like there's too much squabbling. Like, it's disgusting actually. Like, oh, Bahamians don't like Haitians, oh, Trinis don't like Jamaicans, oh, you know, and I don't like that. I feel like at the end of the day, for most of us who are especially of African descent, like, we all was on the same boat, honey. They just dropped us off different places and we had different masses. If we look at the culture, like, when you meet someone from Trini or from Barbados or Guyana and you like see the food and see the way it's like, wow, like, that's just like my country. Like, we have so much in common. Yeah, it's good to have your pride in your particular nation, but you don't have to do that at the expense of downing someone else's country. And I don't like that we can be very segregated, and I would like for us to root for one another more and cheer for one another more. It's good to have healthy competition, but we should still have each other's back at the end of the day and have respect for one another, and that kind of irks me. So that's the only thing that I don't like. The only thing that I don't like about what I do is how other people kind of treat you when they find you're creative. People act like it's not really work. They think I just, you know, I don't know, sit down and have fun all day. They don't realize the work that goes into it. And then, like, people want to act funny when it comes with your shmoney, and that's annoying.